Okay, so K-pop stars watch survival shows and then they always cry in the end how it's rigged, how certain members shouldn't have debuted, and how certain members should have debuted, should have been in the final lineup, but they were eliminated. Or like they always end up saying something negative about the show. And I want to say that why do you give attention to survival shows if you cry in the end about it being rigged? If you number one watched a survival show and you found out that it was rigged and stuff like that, and then another survival show comes and you tune into that second survival show, why do you tune in if you know that the previous survival show you watched was rigged? Because then the second survival show you watch could also be rigged. And number two, if you know survival shows are rigged, why are you watching them? Why are you all giving attention to survival shows only to cry in the end about it being rigged? For me, frankly, I don't care about survival shows. I've never watched. Ever since I became a K-pop stan in 2016, I never watched the produced series that made Wanna One, the produced series that made Is One, the produced series that made X1, Queendom, Queendom 2, Queendom Puzzle, Boys Planet that made Zero Base One, Girls Planet that made um, what did they make? The Girls Planet that made Kepler, My Teenage Girl that made Classy, and My Teenage Boy that is debuting. Fantasy Boys, I believe they called. I never watched Peak Time where Vanna won. I frankly have never watched Are You Next also or Island. I think that formed in Hypen. I do not care for survival shows. I even don't care about America to Korea, even though that is more genuine and honest. I believe so because JYP is a much better person when it comes to survival shows and actually knows what he's doing. I never watched that either because I frankly don't care about survival shows. And I don't really know if America to Korea is sort of a survival show vibe, but it is a competition show for people to be in the final lineup. I don't really know what it's supposed to be, but if it's like a survival show, then I don't really care because I don't care, frankly, for survival shows. I just listen to the group and I just listen to the music, and if they don't appeal to me, I don't listen to them, or maybe I wait for the comeback or two to see if I actually like them. I just come for the music aspect, and you guys should frankly stop caring about survival shows if you're going to cry in the end about how rigged it is. Why do you all watch survival shows in the first place if you're going to cry in the end about the rigging, about certain members not debuting and stuff? Stop giving attention to survival shows. Stop voting on survival shows. Stop doing dumb things on survival shows, meaning giving so much attention and your time and spending so much of time watching survival shows when you're just going to cry in the end. Why do you all say survival shows are rigged, but yet you're tuning to every single survival show? If y'all stop giving attention and stop talking about survival shows and stuff like that, and stop giving it so much attention, then maybe you won't have to complain so much about the final lineup. You're complaining because you're tuning into every single survival show you find that you end up watching, because even though you know it's rigged, you don't care enough to do anything. Why do you say that survival shows are big, yet you don't find the solution that is stop watching survival shows? You'll tune into every single survival shows. You should stop complaining if you tune into every single survival show. Stop being like, oh my god, survival shows are rigged, and then you do not stop watching them and you tune into every survival show. You need to stop it because it's completely dumb for you to cry and complain about the final lineup being rigged when you're not doing anything about it by stopping to watch survival shows. Stop watching survival shows so that you at least in the end will not be a crybaby person complaining about every single thing about the survival show when you should have just stopped watching it in the first place to save yourself the trouble from unnecessarily crying in the end, because it's your fault for watching the survival show in the first place for you to complain in the end that it's rigged. If you stop giving attention to survival shows, then maybe you won't care so much about, oh, the survival show is rigged, or this or that. Because if you stop giving your time and just focus on K-pop or focus on other things in life, you won't have to worry about rigging or anything.